I woke up the other day and decided I wanted to learn how to do rhinestone templates and rhinestone designs. So I sat myself down in front of both Leonardo Design Studio as well as Adobe Illustrator and taught myself how to create the templates. So in this first tutorial of me showing you how to create a rhinestone template, I am just showing you how to create a really simple one in Leonardo Design Studio. Okay, let's get into it. When you open up the software, the first thing you want to do is go down here to Design. And then I'm going to go to File and Import SVG that I'm working on and make it editable artwork. I am still learning or teaching myself how to use Leonardo Design Studio for my rhinestone designs. So if I do something wrong or even different, feel free to tell me in the comments. So all of this comes in grouped together. So I am going to go over here and right click and click on ungroup. So that puts all of these into their own group. I'm going to rename this first group and I'm just going to call it green, name, and number. And you really don't need to do this. This is just so that I know what I am working with. I'm going to go ahead and resize everything just a little bit, and I'll probably resize it again. First, I need to add a contour around this design. So I'm going to try 200. You don't want it too close and you don't want it too far away. And I want an editable image. And then I'm going to add another offset to that offset. Again, editable image. And let's try 300. And then I'm going to select the two and then go down here and change the cut. So now I can see exactly where my lines are. So before you add the rhinestones, you're going to want to select everything and go ahead and resize it to the size you want for your finished design. I want mine about 4 inches. So let's go ahead and blow this up a little bit more. As you can see, if I try to resize it now, then it changes the size of my rhinestones too. Now I can go in and choose each line and add my rhinestones. So my settings are already set. I have the size of my SS10 rhinestones in here, or the size that I need for these holes to fill. I have border only set. I don't want an offset because I've already created that, and I want it to fit equally. If I don't, you have these gaps like this. So we're going to fit equally, hit accept, and do the same thing with your second stones. And now we can delete out the contour lines. You can also change the colors of everything if you want to. These stones are going to be green in my design, and I believe this is going to be like a green glitter or some kind of vinyl. I haven't quite decided yet. So I'm going to select all of that and put that into one group. And now I'm going to turn that off and start working on my number or the words. I don't know why I named them wrong, but it's fine. So the same thing here. You want to go ahead and make sure that it's selected. Go ahead and add your contours. We did 200. I forgot to make it editable. Editable contour. And same thing, just so that we can see our cut lines here. I want to make sure that this is the size that I want it. It is going on the back. So I'm going to make it as large as I can for it to fit my Cricut machine. And now let's go ahead and add the stones. And I'm going to delete these two out and turn this back on and move it over. The last step here is going to be exporting. So we'll go up here to File and Export Artwork. And I'm not going to touch any of this. There are other file types you can export, but I'm just going to save it. And I'm going to give it the same name as my original SVG and then just add an R so that I know it has rhinestones on it. And all that's left to do is get it cut out. The design that I'm pressing right at this moment is not the exact design you saw me create in the first part of the video. However, it is the same simple concept. So here's the design. Some of my stones have transferred over a little bit, so I'll fix those when I go to press all this on. I need to press the vinyl first. So I just need an idea of where I need the vinyl to go. I need to move it up just about an inch. So I'm going to find the center of this and go ahead and get that tacked down just a little bit. And I didn't do a full press. I replaced all of my missing stones off camera, and now I just need to line this up where I want it to go. And I see a couple that have shifted, and I'm just going to use my fingernail to try to move those a little bit back into their space. All right, now everything is where it should be for the most part, and I'm going to go ahead and press that on. You can see right over here where my stone shifted a little bit, but that is all right. Not bad for a beginner.